It's the Queen of Spades, coming at your juggler. Mouth sealed with duct tape, 1, 2, check up. Quantum bombs will knock your chin and twist your neck and rock your head off. I'm from a whole other dimension, born killers. We assassinated us, complete obliteration. The dead walk at dawn, and we nearly raised you. We pulled you into parts so we can dissect them. Transmuted all the bullshit and ripped you back together. However, niggas really try to fuck with me. They not knowing who I be, all they know is that I'm married. My rhymes is bloody to the 3rd degree. Like your neck on my guillotine, we murdering the beat. It's far too many of us dying. Peace and bright blessings, guys. It's your Queen of Spades coming at you today. I hope all my royals are well. I'm doing well myself. And today I am going to do a few different readings, but the first one that I'm going to do is the Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck reading. They've got some things going on that I'm kind of curious about, to be honest, and I plan to ask a few questions here. Okay, so I have my Hocus Pocus deck here. Oh, you can see it a lot clearer. That's because I don't have the light, the extra lights. Okay, and I have my pendulum. Okay. Spirit guides, guide, angel, higher self. Southeast and west. Please guide me to be able to channel clear messages for Jennifer Lopez Affleck. Well, Jennifer Lynn Affleck. She changed her name. Jennifer Lynn Affleck and Ben Affleck. And please bless and protect our space with only divine love and protection. Only divine love and protection may enter into this space. Please bless us to have clear and concise messages. I'm straight, I'm straight, I'm straight. Okay, let's get it started. Usually I say my prayers, or usually I ask the spirits to protect our space, usually off camera before I even start recording, but I forgot to this time. Okay. First question is a pendulum question. Does Jennifer Lopez love Ben Affleck? Okay, that's a yes. Is she in love with Ben Affleck? Okay, that's a yes. Does Ben Affleck love Jennifer Lopez? Okay, that's a yes. Is he in love with Jennifer Lopez? Okay, that's a yes. Okay. Is Ben Affleck suffering from mental illness? Okay, that's a yes. Wow. Okay. Um, is he also suffering from alcoholism? Okay, that's a no. Is he abusing substances other than alcohol? Okay, that's a yes. Okay. Is he getting the help that he needs where his mental health is concerned? Okay, guys, that's a no. Hmm. Is he getting the help he needs where, the abuse of other substances other than alcohol is concerned? Okay, that's a yes. That's good. Okay. Next question is a tarot card question. Oh, okay. Let's give these cards a quick shuffle. I like to sage my cards beforehand. You guys, I had an appointment today. A nice little checkup. And I'm actually just getting home. So if it seems I'm a little like distracted, a little here and there, I am. And that's why. Okay, let's get these cards smudged a little bit. Okay. All right. Quick shuffle. Spirit, please give me clear, concise answers for Jennifer Lynn Affleck and Ben Affleck, please. Okay, so the question is, why did he break off the engagement with J Lo the first time around? Why did Ben Affleck break off the engagement with J Lo the first time around? And that song that just came on a few minutes ago was Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell. Um, Tammy Terrell, you're all I need to get by. So there might be some codependency um, issues in this relationship. Okay. Why did Ben break off the engagement with J Lo the first time around? Give me a 3 card pull, please, Spirit. Whoa, whoa. Hmm. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Two more, please. Mm. Thank you, Spirit. Is this one or two cards? Okay, this is one. Okay, thank you, Spirit. One more, please. Whoa, okay. Spirit, thank you. Okay. Mm. Thank you, Spirit. This one too. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. So, the first card that popped up was the Five of Potions. Actually, the Seven of Potions, which is the Seven of Cups. Okay. Next card that popped up is the Three of Potions. Okay. Make sure my lens is clear from all this smoke. The Sage. Okay. Third card that popped up was the Hermit. Okay. Fourth card that popped up was the Lovers. Okay. And the fifth card that popped up was the Queen of Pumpkins. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so the first card, the Seven of Potions, came out in reverse at first. So, what I'm picking up intuitively is that he did not feel that she was his wish fulfillment at first. I'm getting that he didn't really know if she was his wish fulfillment. The Three of Potions speaks of him wanting to, basically mingle and have other partners, and he did around that time have other partners and, just celebrate, just kind of be footloose and fancy free. Yeah. Hermit card pops up. He also spent some time to himself, but he has very destructive, self-destructive, and toxic ways of dealing with things. So he was kind of left to his vices, kind of dealing with the whole situation. Um, the Lover's card pops out. He would have continued on being lovers with Jennifer Lopez, and they may have um, continued on over time being lovers with each other in secret. Secret lovers. Um, yeah. So, he would have been lovers with her, but I'm getting that he really did not know if she was going to be a wish fulfillment for him. Um, he was uncertain, and he was plagued by many different thoughts and ideals about their relationship. And I'm also hearing, whew, it's a lot coming out at one time, but I'm also hearing that along with him not really knowing if she was wish fulfillment or not, most of that stemmed from um, probably like previous programming, um, and even expectations from the way that he was, his upbringing, and the ideals that maybe even his parents had, um, and what they desired for him to have as a mate, or partner. And so he was kind of in a bit of a toss up in his mind, where Jennifer Lopez was concerned. Uh, he did love her even then, but he had a mixture of emotions. He didn't know if she was, you know, right for him to, be with him forever, to tie the knot with, to be in a monogamous relationship with. I'm feeling like he wasn't really even ready, to settle down at that time. Henceforth, why, the Three of Cups or the Three of Potions came up and the Lover's card came up. He still was wanting to kind of run wild and free. And he didn't know if Jennifer Lopez would fit into his ideal, you know, type of marriage and family life. I'm also getting that it's because of her, I don't want to offend anyone, but her Latina heritage and descent. That's what I'm hearing. Um, he didn't know if she would, or he felt that she would not necessarily be accepted by his parents, his family. He wasn't really sure if she would make a good fit in his family because of the old programming and thinking that, his parents and family had previously put into him. I'm hearing and feeling energetically that they wanted him with, a pure, white or Caucasian, you know, partner, much like himself. Um, yeah, that's what I heard, guys. Okay, and the Queen of Pumpkins, no doubt, is J Lo. And yeah, that the question was surrounding um, her and Ben Affleck's engagement the first time around. So it all makes sense. Yeah, you have times in history where, mixed couples, whether they're Hispanic and white, black and white, whatever the case may be, they weren't fully accepted or embraced around certain time frames, um, particularly by people in that person's life, family members, parents, whatever the case may be. It was slowly but surely starting to come around and change, but yeah, I'm feeling like he was majorly influenced by like parents and family members and friends of the family, probably encouraged not to go through with the marriage. I'm also feeling like he had some things going on within him as well. Um, there was I'm trying to find the wording for it. It's like he felt somewhat arrogant because his upbringing made him to feel that he should not go with the marriage because they're of two different, heritages and descent. But at the same time, he also, I'm hearing intuitively that he also felt some insecurities. He didn't know if he would be good enough for her either. So, that was in the background of his thoughts, which is kind of what made him have a little bit of cold feet before the wedding day. But it was mostly the fact that she is, uh, has Latina descent and heritage, and that was the main reason. That and the fact that he was not ready to settle down. He wasn't ready to give up his bachelor, days and energy, which is why the three of potions came up as well as the lovers. Um, and I'm gonna ask just to make sure that I'm on the right page here. But yeah, I'm definitely feeling like there was some other people he was intertwining with and talking to around that time as well, and he felt guilty about continuing on into marriage with Jennifer Lopez, while he's still kind of, sneaking around. Um, when J Lo and Ben Affleck were engaged the first time around, was he cheating with other lovers, other sexual partners? Okay, so that's a yes. So that confirmed. Yeah, that confirmed what I was feeling. Okay, yeah. So that's what I got for that question. That was a lot. Okay. Yeah. I did hear that she didn't fit into the ideal image that him and his family had for himself, where an ideal wife was concerned. Yeah, her Latina heritage. She was like, the forbidden fruit, if you will. Um, he loved being with her intimately and sexually, but, thought that he thought that she might bring down his overall image, and back then he was kind of hot, as far as like, you know, hot on the block, like, getting all types of movie deals and stuff like that. Um, yeah. He was definitely also entertaining many other options, and I feel Jennifer Garner, who is his ex-wife, was one of those options. Um, I also felt like Jennifer Lopez wanted marriage and children with Ben Affleck, and like I said at the time, he was not ready for that type of commitment. He also didn't want children with her, which he knew, could possibly happen. Um, yeah, I'm hearing that if they did get married, she possibly would have ended up having children by Ben Affleck as opposed to Mark Anthony. Um, and he was not wanting that to come into play because he was afraid that it would ruin his image with the old, you know, um, programming that he kind of had instilled in him from his parents, as far as the thinking and the belief system that, you know, um, a Latina or a black woman or, you know, any type of woman of color would not be good enough for him. That was the program that was put into him, and that's what I'm hearing repetitively over and over again in my head from Divine. Yeah. Okay. Let me just to make sure. So I checked with about the lovers. He definitely did have other people on the side that he was dealing with. That was one reason why it didn't work out before. Did he not marry Jennifer Lopez also the first time around because of her Latina heritage? That's a yes. Um, is it also because he wanted to remain a bachelor and have several lovers? That's a yes. Is it also because Jennifer Lopez wanted marriage and children and he did not want children with Jennifer Lopez at the time? And that's a yes. Okay. Just checking, just making sure I'm hearing the right messages. Okay. Just double checking. Okay. Okay. So, next question is a pendulum question. Okay. Next question is, was Jennifer okay, was J Lo and her family totally accepting of her relationship with Ben Affleck the first time around? That's a yes. Okay. Did Ben Affleck ever complain about J Lo to Jennifer Garner? That's a yes. Yeah, the reason why I asked that is because it gives me insight on what his thinking is and how he moves as an individual, as a male, as J Lo's partner. It gives me it gives me a good sense of how he moves in his relationships with these different partners, and the energy I'm getting is, he was very immature back then. He complained about Jennifer Lopez to Jennifer Garner. And then after he left Jennifer Garner, he complained about her to the world publicly and said that, if he were still married to Jennifer Garner, he probably would still be drinking, as if she was the cause of him making the choice and the decision to drink, and be an alcoholic and abuse drugs. That was all on you, buddy. Okay, so the next question is a tarot card question. How is Jennifer Garner feeling about Ben's marriage to J Lo at this time? How is Jennifer Garner feeling about Ben's marriage to J Lo at this time? Okay, intuitively and energetically, I'm hearing she feels a bit of betrayal, especially because he complained about Jennifer Lopez to her before getting with her. Um, But from my understanding, Jennifer Garner was already married too before her and Ben Affleck started talking in a monogamous marriage. So, you know, it's crazy. But okay. Yeah, so I'm hearing a little bit of betrayal. She feels a little bit of betrayal, but she's also feeling a sense of relief because he definitely ran her through the ringer energetically. He definitely energetically ran her through the ringer. Whoa. Hold on, guys. Let me get these cards. Okay, guys. So, I had to get these cards. Okay. So, let's move this over here. The first card that popped up, yeah, was the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. With the Ten of Pumpkins. Next card that pops up is the Ace of Candles. Okay. Next card that popped up was the Three of Pumpkins or Pentacles. And the last card that pops up is the Five of Candles. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, so okay, so I'm getting that she feels as though um Ben Affleck and J-Lo will have the Ten of Pumpkins overall energy between the two of them. They'll have the Ten of Pumpkins. And she feels as though they will be, very content with having lots of money flow between the two of them, as well as really big, great passion. Um, yeah, lots of passion, lots of sexual energy, lots of chemistry. Yeah, she's feeling that that's what they will have between the two of them in their marriage. And then it's very interesting that right after the Ten of Pumpkins and the Ace of Candles pops up, the Three of Pumpkins and the Five of Candles pops up. And I'm feeling like intuitively, that's what she feels like the energy of her and Ben Affleck's marriage overall. The energy was between the two of them, between Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck. Yeah. So she's feeling like it wasn't really working between them anyway, but there's possibly a chance and a shot at it working out very well between Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez. Yeah, I'm also picking up intuitively that though she feels like it's going to start working out, in a really good way between J-Lo and Ben Affleck, where money flow and passionate, intimacy and sexual energy is concerned, chemistry between J-Lo and Ben Affleck, she definitely feels like it's not going to last. Yeah. She feels burned by the relationship with Ben Affleck. But at the same time, she takes the high road. She looks at the situation between her and Ben Affleck like, overall, she's looking at it like this is the father of my children. We were married for some years. Um, so I'm not gonna like speak bad on him. I'm not gonna, throw shade on him.
because this is my children's father. Okay. And um so she doesn't really speak much on the topic of Ben Affleck or J Lo, but this is how she feels. She feels that they're gonna start off really great, money flow, lots of passion, lots of sexual energy and chemistry. Excuse me. But then she also feels like it's not that energy between them right now at this time is not going to last. And yeah, she feels like there's going to be a lot of poverty like energy that enters into J-Lo and Ben Affleck's marriage. Yeah, and she feels like there's going to be lots of disorientation, fighting, arguments. Yeah. She feels like the energy between them is going to sour. And she may be right. Um, she feels like it's not going to last based off of her experiences with uh, Ben Affleck, which, she would know. She would know, how he gets down, just like, he knows how she gets down. They were married for many years and they have multiple children together. So this is her energy and her take on J Lo's and Ben Affleck's marriage. Yeah. Wow. Okay. That was a lot. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. So the next question, let me move my questions up. Okay. Let's break out the pendulum. Okay. So the next question. Mm, she feels like Ben Affleck is a wave runner. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Um, but on a serious tip, she does feel like he runs away from his problems and issues and is willing to make any and everybody like, you know, the scapegoat for his personal problems and issues. And I mean, she wouldn't be totally wrong about that because he kind of threw her under the bus um, in a recent publication where, you know, he didn't talk about primarily how she stood by him, how she helped him through, getting over, trying to help him through getting over his addictions and things like that. He talked about how, if he was still with her, he'd probably still be drinking. So, total slap in the face. So she feels like he doesn't take accountability for his personal shit, and she feels like he's just going to continue doing that until he recognizes that that's a character flaw of his of his own, um, by his own doing. So so yeah. Okay. Let's see, what's the next question. Has Jennifer Garner moved on? Okay, so that's a yes. That's good. Is Jennifer Garner happy overall in her life at this time? Okay, that's a yes. That's good. Okay. Does uh does Jennifer Garner view J Lo as a rebound for Ben Affleck? Okay, that's a no. Does Ben Affleck view J Lo as a rebound at this time? Okay, that's a no too. Good. Okay, let's see. Is Ben Affleck the cause of J Lo's friends backing away from her? Okay, that's a no. Okay, let me ask one more time. Does Is Ben Affleck the cause of J Lo's friends backing away from her at this time? Once again, that's a no. Okay. Let's see. Do J Lo's friends see Ben Affleck as unfit for J Lo at this time? Okay, so that's a yes. All right. Okay. Next question would be a tarot card question. Okay, let me move my questions up. Okay, so why did Ben Affleck really leave his and J Lo's honeymoon early? Why did Ben Affleck really leave his and J Lo's honeymoon? Why did Ben Affleck really leave his and J Lo's honeymoon early? Whoa. Oh man. Okay. Okay. Hold on, guys. Let me get these cards. Okay, guys. So, what was the question again? Oh, wow. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, the first card that popped up was the Queen of Pumpkins. Okay, that's definitely J Lo's energy. Okay. The second card that popped up is the Seven of Potions. Okay. Third card that popped up was the Queen of Candles. Okay. Okay, what's the pendulum? Let me just ask this question really quick. Hmm. Okay. Did Ben Affleck leave his honeymoon early to cheat on Jennifer Lopez? Oh, wow. That's a yes, guys. Hmm. Yeah, that's what it was. Wow. Space my ass. That's what they put on in the public, that, it was perfectly fine for them to take space from each other and stuff like that. I actually like Jennifer Lopez. Ben Affleck, not so much. I don't hate him, but his energy just feel it doesn't resonate with me. Um, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So, according to the cards in the pendulum, which I was confirming the energy of the cards, what I was picking up from the cards, which is that he left the honeymoon early to go hook up with somebody else. Okay. Whew, here's a mess. This whole situation is crazy. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. The world would be such a better place if everybody were just open and honest with each other. You know what I'm saying? It would just be so much better. Like, who has time to lie, cheat, steal, kill? Who has time for that? Okay. Wow. The devil is on the bottom of the deck. There's no denying the energy that I'm feeling. Okay. Let's see. What is the next question? Okay. It's a pendulum question. Does Ben Affleck really hate the attention from the paparazzi that J-Lo brings? That's a yes. Is he jealous of Jennifer Lopez? Is Ben Affleck jealous of Jennifer Lopez? Mm, that's a yes. Hmm. Makes a lot of sense. Okay. So I already kind of asked this question, but I'm going to ask it again. Is Ben Affleck still hooking up with other options on the side? That's a yes. Okay. When I was saying that energetically he just doesn't resonate with me, it's almost like the energy that I'm picking up from him personally is like an energy of misery. Um that's what it feels like. And meanwhile, J-Lo feels happy and free and content, and she's full of love, and not saying she's perfect, none of us are, but overall that's her energy, like so happy and free and content, and just full of life, and you know she never gave up on love. She's open to love, despite many heartbreaks, which she's aware that she has kind of even put herself, not kind of, but put herself in those positions to be disappointed by love or hurt, you know, in those situationships as well. Um, by hastily choosing um certain partners to be with in an attempt to get away from the energetic debris of the previous relationships before, other relationships, before coming into other relationships. Okay, let's see. Yeah, he energetically does feel like misery though. He feels very miserable. It makes my energy feel like icky. Um, okay. So I'm also hearing disappearing acts energetically and intuitively. Disappearing acts. Does Ben Affleck just find excuses in his relationship to run away? That's a strong yes. Okay. That's something that he's definitely going to have to fix if he ever wants to have any type of a successful relationship with anyone, not just J Lo, but with anyone. He may get into a relationship with. That's something he's going to have to work on. If he even desires to work on it, he may not even desire to work on that. Um, okay, so my next question is about Mark Anthony. Does Mark Anthony desire to have another shot with J Lo? Wow, that's a yes. Okay. Does Mark Anthony think he will have another shot with J Lo again in the future? Okay, that's a yes. Wow. Hmm. Okay. So why yes and no, Spirit? Yes, he wants to have a shot with her. The opportunity may present itself, but she may not want another shot with him. Is that what it is, Spirit? J Lo probably won't give Mark Anthony another shot. So that's a yes. Okay. And he knows it. But, one can hope, I guess. You know, he still has love for her, and then they do have children together, so he desires to have another chance with her, even though she may desire something totally different. Um, he would be open to it if she was. I was just curious about that. Okay. Is Ben Affleck worse off than he was the first time around with J Lo? Okay, that's a yes. Does Jennifer Lopez see this? No. Okay. She in a state of denial? Yes. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. Sometimes you are blind to things that the rest of the world can easily see because you're in the situation. So that makes a lot of sense. I'll be praying for her. Okay. Does is Jennifer Lopez aware of the different mental and drug issues that Ben Affleck is dealing with? Okay, that's a strong yes. Does she feel that she can help him come from these different issues? Mm, okay, that's a yes. And what I'm hearing is she's feeling like she may not be able to help him from these situations, but she's damn sure going to try because she loves him and cares for him. And she feels like he's her person, and she wants to try to help him get back to 100%. It's very interesting. Okay, next is a tarot card question. Okay, what are J Lo's most authentic intentions for, whoa, for Ben Affleck? What are J Lo's most authentic intentions where Ben Affleck is concerned? Whoa. Oh, okay. Thank you, Spirit. Hmm. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Wow. No. Okay. Okay. Gotta get these cards. Hold on, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. My cards never just fall by my feet. They always go across the room somewhere. So I gotta pause to get them because they always end up so far away from me. Um, but yeah, so okay. Hmm. This is very interesting. So the question is, what are J Lo's, most authentic intentions for Ben Affleck? So the first card that pops up is the Master, which is the devil. Okay. All right. Which is very interesting. The Queen of Lightning pops up next. Wow. Okay. Just come. Please make that thought come back to me. Okay. Next card that pops up is the card of transformation. Okay. Hmm. Now I have quite a whole question. Okay. Last card that popped up was the card of justice. Real quick, is J Lo witchy? Okay, I dig it. All right, that's a yes. Okay, most people in Hollywood know of or practice some form of magic. That's how they got to Hollywood. A lot of them, you know? Okay, so what I'm hearing intuitively with the Devil card popping up and then the Queen of Lightning, that's definitely Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez energy. The devil came up because he's plagued with, lots of different issues mentally, but also different things that he's struggling with in having, addictions and different things like that to different substances. So that's why the devil card came up, as well as the Queen of Lightning. Now, the Queen of Lightning, and when I was showing you guys the cards, what I heard intuitively and energetically was that, okay, the divine wants me to say this. ladies, we have to stop falling in love with the potential of different men. Um, it's one thing to see a man's character and love him based off of that. And then you see his potential naturally as well. And so you're desirous of, helping him to meet or reach that potential, then that's one thing. If he's already stabilized and a good person, okay, you want to help him to meet his potential, okay, nothing wrong with that. However, or you just want to be by his side while he gets to his potential, okay, nothing wrong with that. But if this man that you're interested in is not a whole man at this moment in time, but you see some good qualities about him and you see that he has the potential to be a really great dynamic man, but that's all he has is the potential, nothing else going for him right now. He's not stabilized in his life at this moment in time, and all you see is his potential. It's not good to necessarily pursue a relationship or a situation just based on a person's potential, because we all have the potential to be, really dynamic beings, really great beings in this world, in this lifetime. However, I feel like something is in my eye. Oof. We all have the potential to definitely be great. However, not everybody is working. What is in my eye? Not everybody is working towards their potential. Not everybody is really caring about trying to become their highest selves. Hold on, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. Honey, there was an eyelash hanging down into my eye that I had to rectify real quick. Okay, so like I was saying, if you're in someone's life to be their muse, their inspiration, their motivation, that just came on. If you're there for that, okay, for love, for, you know, um, happiness, bliss, that's what it should be overall. Fun, exciting, happiness, exciting, happy times, blissful times with this person. Desire to grow with this person, but you're already grown, but you decide to grow. You're deciding to grow further with this person. Okay, nothing wrong with that. Don't start again. I felt another eyelash. So, but if this person, like, you doing your thing out in the world and you're actually becoming, a physical manifestation of greatness yourself, and this person is just kind of like down in the dumps, don't really aspire to nothing, don't really have any life dreams. Like, I remember specifically asking someone some years ago, years and years and years ago, like, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? And they were like, I don't know. I was like, oh no. Because I always got a plan for me. So I would like for, my partner to always not be like me, but reflect that they have, plans for themselves in their life as well, that they have goals that they want to aspire to as well. And, it just really feels like that's what she's looking at. She's looking at how on top of things he was beforehand. And she's thinking that, he has the potential to get back there. Um, and that may or may not necessarily be the case. That's why you can't be with someone based off of their potential. Um, you can potentially be great. You can also potentially be a bum if you don't do anything, you know, or work at all towards any of your goals or things that you aspire to do. It could go either way. So you can't base you choosing someone off of their potential. It's never going to last. It's never going to work that way. Um, if you're 100% present and on your grown shit, not saying you're perfect, because we all got flaws. We all got things we working on. But if you 100% grown woman and on your shit, then your partner should reflect that too. And we really need to stop, you know, offering excuses towards potential partners who aren't on their shit and don't desire to be on their shit. That's an issue. They're not gonna magically grow from that and just decide one day, now I want to be on my shit. They may or may not. It's like a gamble. But for the most part, from what I've observed and what I've seen and what I've experienced and what I've observed with others, if you hang around waiting on the potential for someone to potentially see their self-worth, for someone to potentially see that they can grow and be this dynamic being like you see them as, and they don't see it, they just, they're comfortable, they're content with, not really moving forward or changing or being better than what they are. Well, you've got to make the decision at that point if you really love that person or if you love yourself more. You've got to make the decision and cut the losses. If you decide to stick it out and see where that person's potential leads to, well, then you may find yourself dragged down in the dumps as well, based off of whatever that person is dealing with and whatever they're going through. They're going to dim your light because you were already, and they were, and you're waiting for them to come with you. And come on, like, you know, they may make the decision to go up here and then they may not. Was the time worth it to see if they would or wouldn't? Those are questions you got to ask yourself, because you don't want to be regretful about your decisions and, think to yourself later, dang, I gave all this time. Like, nobody told you to, though. This is a decision that you made. So when you make decisions, you got to be sure that this is a decision that you're not going to regret in the future, you know. So, yeah. She definitely wants, him to go through a state of transformation so that he can, be better off in his life, personally, but also better to her as a husband and, a better father, to his children and hers as well, stepfather. She wants justice for him, but, she wants to see him have a better outcome, but she also wants justice for, the relationship that's between the two of them. She desperately wants it to succeed this time around. And I'm just not feeling energetically like it may, but I could be wrong, but that's just, what I'm gathering energetically and intuitively. Um, but yeah, I do wish her and them the best, because she chose him because she sees the potential, you know, but sometimes potential may not necessarily be enough, um, especially if that's all that person has going for them. Wow. Okay, so let's see. Okay, next question is, okay, why is Ben Affleck back? I think we answered this already. Yeah, I think we answered this already, but let's see. Give me a 3 card pull, please, Spirit. Whoa. Mm. Okay, thank you, Spirit. 2 more, please. Thank you, Spirit. 1 more, please. Mm. 1 more, please. Whoa. Okay. Mm. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. Okay. The first card that pops up is the 10 of Potions. Okay. Next card that pops up is the Queen of Candles. Okay. Wow. Okay. Next card that popped up is the Hermit card. But I was reading like what it says on the tombstone. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it says, "Here lies the body of M. William Butcherson, died of the first, died the 1st of May, 1693, lost soul." And that's what I feel like Ben is energetically, like a lost soul at this time. The last card that popped up was the 3 of Candles. The card on the bottom of the deck is the Devil again. Yeah. He wants to have the 10 of Cups with J-Lo, but he can't stop making reckless decisions. He loves her, he cares for her. However, you can't truly, fully love someone else if you don't even have that for yourself. And I feel like he has some internal demons that he's trying to work through. Hence the Devil card on the bottom of the deck. See? That's on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, he is he's definitely trying to work through some personal things, but I don't think that he can be the man for J-Lo that she desires to have. Um, if she's looking for that in Ben Affleck, I don't really see how he could be that for her or give that type of energetic presence to her in her life, just based off of what he's dealing with and struggling with. Um, he's still dealing with other women on the side, which she may or may not know. Um, this is a monogamous relationship. So, You know, in monogamy, that's called cheating. Um, yeah, it doesn't look good. It doesn't feel good energetically either. He's constantly looking, and I'm hearing this intuitively, he's constantly looking outside of himself for someone else to help fix him or make him happy or give him some ounce of happiness or bliss. Um, which that's the wrong answer first and foremost right there. Um, Happiness comes from within. You have to create your own happiness. Yeah, this doesn't look too good. I feel like he knows that he's not on top at this time. And I feel all of this is coming to me, guys. I feel like intuitively speaking, he's not on top at this time because he has very toxic, miserable energy right now. And I feel like, the people in the industry who, you know, are used to working with him and hiring him on for different movies and gigs and things like that, they see, his decline. And nobody really wants to touch him at this moment in time. Now, I could be surprised in the future. They may all change their minds. Who knows? But at this moment in time, nobody really wants to touch him. Nobody wants to give him an opportunity because everything about him is just energetically off. Um, and we found out that that's because of, the mental illness that he's dealing with, as well as, his abuse of substances. You know, this is another lesson that she will have to learn in this lifetime. Wow. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, let's see. Okay, what are his authentic intentions where Jennifer Lopez is concerned? What are Ben Affleck's authentic intentions where Jennifer Lopez is concerned? Please give me a three-card pull, Spirit. What are Ben Affleck's authentic intentions towards Jennifer Lopez? Mm, wow. Okay, sorry guys. Thank you, Spirit. Two more, please. Mm, oh, goodness. Okay. Hmm. Hold on, guys. Let me get this card. Okay, guys, I'm back. Whew. Alrighty, so first card that pops up is the Five of Lightning. Okay. Second card that pops up, making sure it's not two. This is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. It looks like, gosh, the little girl, I forget her name. The little girl in Banks in William's grave. Once he got up out of it, they're just laying in there, like to be safe from Winifred and her sisters. Yeah, that's the part of the movie. Yep, and there's salt sprinkled around the grave. Yeah, that's the little girl. I forget her name. Her and Banks in the grave, and you see the circle of salt around them. Okay. Okay. The next card that popped out was the Lovers. Okay. Next card that pops up is Justice. Okay, so the question was, what are his thoughts, authentic intentions where Jennifer Lopez is concerned? So, the five of yeah, the five of lightning is a lot like the five of swords. Well, it is the five of swords. It's just named differently in this particular deck. But basically, it's the energy screams of him always running, him always running away from one situation into another one, or from one situation into the next one. That's the energy that I'm picking up for him. And like it always has to deal with, yeah, it always has to deal with, an argument or disagreement of some sort, and someone having to walk away. I feel like this is him walking away from Jennifer Garner. I feel like this is him every time he walks away or runs away from Jennifer Lopez. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune, basically, his ending can end up anywhere. Like the fate of him in this marriage, in this relationship with Jennifer Lopez, like the wheel is spinning, is still undecided as to how it will end, totally and completely, but just energetically it just doesn't feel good. um doesn't feel positive. um he does feel good having Jennifer Lopez as a lover. I don't see anything about like marriage and family life and happiness and blissiness. Like his intentions for Jennifer Lopez are a little off. She's like the scapegoat that he ran to get away from, the situation that he was dealing with Jennifer Garner, his ex-wife. And he likes and enjoys their levels of intimacy and sexuality and passion. I feel like he thinks that this relationship will give him a turnaround in his life and help him to receive justice once and for all, as if someone has done something to him. Um, He wants to have a happy marriage. Well, he just wants that. Really, I don't see marriage anywhere in any of these cards right here. Um, he wants to have a happy relationship filled with bliss and sexuality and intimacy, which is nothing wrong with that. But I mean, if that's all it is, it's not much sustenance in this relationship at all. And I'm not even talking about where Jennifer Lopez is concerned. I'm talking about him. This is his energy. This is his intentions. Ben Affleck. And it's everywhere. It's all over the place. Um, wow. Wow. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. All right. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like he thinks that by being with J Lo, like it's gonna help him to get acting gigs again. But like I'm still feeling that the industry views him as like washed up, a has been. No pun intended. Wow. Yeah, he thinks this is gonna, help him to get back on top being, married to her. But he doesn't really desire energetically, he doesn't really desire marriage with her. All the benefits, but not actually having marriage, which is very interesting. Um, okay, next question is a pendulum question. Is Ben Affleck desirous of having control over J Lo's money and fame? That's a yes. Does the industry view him as washed up and a has been? No pun intended. That's a yes also. Okay. Does J Lo really trust Ben Affleck? That's a yes. Did J Lo get a prenuptial in place before marriage to Ben Affleck? Mm, that's a no. Does J Lo intend to get a prenuptial agreement of some sort in her marriage with Ben Affleck? Hmm. That's very interesting. Okay. She does not intend to get a prenup at all. Very interesting. Are J Lo's finances protected? Mm, that's a no. Okay. I did hear intuitively he's like a ticking time bomb, and it's only a matter of time before he starts like really tapping into her earnings and things of that nature while not really being able to offer anything himself, which is very interesting. Are J Lo and her children protected? I hope so. That's a That's a yes. Okay. Are Ben Affleck's children protected? He's giving me serious narc vibes, narcissist energy. Okay, that's a yes. His children are protected. Is Ben Affleck a narcissist? That's a yes. Okay, I was right. Uh, does J Lo want more children with Ben Affleck? Okay, that's a no. Hmm, thank goodness. Does Ben Affleck want more children? Okay, that's a no. Okay, next question is tarot. Let's see. What is J Lo's overall outcome here in this situation? Well, overall, what is J Lo's overall outcome, Spirit? Whoa! Please give me a three-card pull. What is J Lo's overall outcome? Okay, thank you, Spirit. Mm, thank you, Spirit. One of these cards flew up under here. The very first one, to be honest. Wow, she has a lot of cup energy. Okay, so the first card that popped out was the Four of Potions. Okay, second card that popped up was the Six of Potions. Third card that popped up was the Sun. Fourth card that popped up was the Seven of Potions. Okay. Yeah. So I'm hearing intuitively that she will have to go through this situation. She actually chose it, but the divine is allowing her to go through this situation because there's some very important lessons karmically that she has to learn. Um, yeah, she has to learn some lessons, period, where relationships are concerned in order to move forward into the type of relationship that she's desirous of. So that's why she's being allowed to go through this. Yeah. She will ultimately have the sun, which is, love, happiness, family life, a stabilized relationship, a stabilized partner by her side, um, that she won't need to fix or build up. He'll be on her same level. But she definitely will have to go through this first. Um, One thing I like about her is the fact that she never closes herself to love, no matter what she goes through in relationships. And sometimes we can go through some things in relationships where it could be enough to say no more. Like, I never want to be in a partnership ever again. However, that only hurts you, not the other person, because you close yourself off to the potential of being able to receive all the love that you're deserving of, you're desirous of, and also receiving that final outcome that you're looking for, and also the benefits and just that overall success and having everything that you desire in this lifetime. um, she will have what she's looking for. The Six of Potions. Yeah, I feel like she will have wish fulfillment with that being right next to or right after the Sun card. She definitely will have wish fulfillment at some point in her life. I really don't think it will be with Ben, but I could be wrong. But energetically, that's what I'm picking up. She will have to go through this and however many other life lessons before she has the true love that she's desirous of and looking for. But she just has to learn some things first. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. And the next one is, what is Ben Affleck's overall outcome? What is Ben Affleck's overall outcome? I'm hearing intuitively that he's plagued spiritually. He's very much plagued. His energy just feels very miserable, very, very miserable. He's going through a lot internally. It's all based off of, his choices and decisions in life, too. This is something he may or may not make it through. It's totally up to him and the divine. But, divine, give me a 3-card pull, please. What is Ben Affleck's overall outcome? Hmm. Hmm. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. First card that pops up is the King of Lightning. Okay. Next card that popped up is the Eight of Potions. I love Mary. Okay. Next card that popped up was the Five of Potions. Okay. Last card that popped up was the King of Pumpkins. Okay. Also, my attention was drawn to the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. So he will, in order to have and become, successful and become that king of pumpkins energy in the ends, in order for him to do that, there's many things in his life, many different toxicities within himself that he will have to cut off in order to have his wishes and dreams and goals fulfilled, and in order to meet the goal of becoming ultimately the king of pumpkins, which is the king of pentacles. He's nowhere near there yet, but if he gets on the course, the path to, you know, eliminating these different toxic habits and ways in his life, if he succeeds in that, then he will succeed in life, and people will want to work with him again, I'm hearing intuitively. And, he will be able to climb out of this sunken place that he's in. He just feels very miserable. Um, yeah. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Okay. Um, okay. Last question is a pendulum question. Will the union between J-Lo and Ben Affleck last? Mm, that's a no, guys. Yeah, I pretty much felt that. I pretty much felt that. Okay. Yeah, their union is not going to last because there's so many personal issues that needs to be worked out. He's going to be ultimately a lesson for J Lo, and she's a lesson for him too, because I'm hearing intuitively she's teaching him basically and showing him how he should be moving in his life, where his career and finances is concerned, instead of harping on, her fame and fortune that she's rightfully earned, and, succeeded in, attaining herself. He needs to be looking at how he can, make his career come back to. And the only way he can do that is if he energetically, um, and physically, you know, detoxes. He needs to detox. He needs to remove not only uh the toxins and poisons from, his life, but toxic choices, toxic decisions that he is used to making. He's going to have to fix all of that. He's going to have to find ways to, seek some mental help and guidance and therapy. Yeah, he's got to get through this. That's the only way he'll have his outcome of Pentacles, and being the energy of King of Pentacles in the end. If he doesn't do the work, and he doesn't, remove those things from his life that are single-handedly keeping him from his success and from his, you know, um, eventual money flow, and, happiness and peace of mind and bliss. If he doesn't do the work, he will not make it to that outcome. If he does do the work, then he will eventually make it there, but it really all depends on him. And, he's thinking that relationships with different people, you know, different women, having different women in his life, that only brings temporary happiness and bliss, because he really needs to work on himself. You, it doesn't matter who you have in your life. If you're unhappy with yourself and you've got things to work on within yourself, that person can't bring happiness to you. That person can't make you happy. They can't make you feel, secure and, you know, full of gratitude and, you know, happiness and joy. They can't bring that to you. Now, somebody can bring that as an add on to your life, to what you already have. But if your cup is empty, you can have people pouring into your cup all day long. It's only going to be a temporary fix and a temporary relief. And so that's the lesson that he has to learn, and she has to learn similar. She has to learn that, when you have all these cups in place and you enter into a situation with a person who is empty and void, it don't matter how many cups you have. It don't matter how much success you have. It don't matter how much happiness you have in your life. That person will still feel empty and jealous and envious of you and your success, as you're dealing with your happiness and your fame and fortune. They will find ways to either relieve you of your happiness and fame and fortune, or steal it from you, take it from you, or make sure that you don't have it yourself. A person that's unhappy within themselves and does not have love for themselves does not know how to love anyone else. And yeah, so that's what I heard intuitively. There's a lot of work that they both have to do, but he's on some other stuff. He's really miserable. And so I'm talking from a psychological standpoint. It's the psychologist and me talking. But also, I'm talking from a spiritual standpoint. He's got a lot of work to do in order to meet his eventual outcome that he's desirous of having. If he does not do the work, he will never get there. If he does do the work, then that will be his outcome as the King of Pentacles. If she does her work, then she will find true love, a love that's more befitting for her and on her level, and more of her caliber. Because he is just not it. He's not it, unfortunately. So that's all I have for you guys today on, with the Jennifer Lopez, Jennifer Lynn Affleck. Actually, she changed her name. Jennifer Lynn Affleck and Ben Affleck. That's all I have for you guys today, with their concerns. And I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that answered questions for you guys as well, because I had a lot of them. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace and bright blessings.